Welcome back to the Mystery School of Life. Today I want to discuss the Merkaba. The Merkaba is a word derived from the Hebrew word Merkava, which means the flaming chariot. The Merkaba also means the light body ascension vehicle, and it is also known as the throne of God. Now, to use the Merkaba, you have to be in the lucid living state of mind. You must have the God perception, knowing that you're one with all of existence. Not just knowing that, not only understanding that, not only accepting this as your reality, but feeling it as your reality. What can you do with the Merkaba? Why would you even want to use it? The Merkaba is an ascension vehicle which lets you bend time and space, because the Merkaba itself is our internal gravity capacitor. The heart and the brain generate an electromagnetic field. This electromagnetic field is called the aura. The Merkaba is a three-dimensional 6-point star that surrounds our body. It is our energy field, which it's two pyramids overlapping each other, encompassing each other, but both are in opposite directions. One is facing the sky, one is facing the ground. And they spin in opposite directions because they symbolize the unity of yin and yang energies working together. Now, the way you're able to use this Merkaba is by moving your consciousness to thinking with your heart and feeling with your mind. It is having a pure balance between yin and yang energies. The heart is yin, the mind is yang, or doesn't matter which way you put the yin or the yang, they're both polar opposite energies. And when you learn how to use them in pure balance, you're able to do miraculous things. Just like when you know how to combine a negative charge and a positive charge, you're able to generate electricity, which you can do many things with electricity. You can power many things. So we are using our internal negative charge and positive charge to do practically anything we want. We're going to learn tonight, today, depending where you are, this morning, depends where you are in the world, listening to this audio, to this video, how to develop our power, how to awaken this power that already exists within us. So, the Merkaba is an internal black hole. You can use now how is it an internal black hole, right? I just can't just make any statement up. The Merkaba is generated, like I said before, from our heart and our mind. Our heart and our mind generate electromagnetic energy, which can either attract or repel things. Now, if you look at the electromagnetic field of the human body, you would notice that we have two poles on our electromagnetic field. We have the North Pole, which is at the top of our head, and the South Pole, which is at the bottom of our feet. It's on the bottom of our feet. Energy enters in from the top of our head and exits from the bottom of our feet. That's how the flow of energy flows in and out of us and all around us as well. So the Merkaba can let you take, because we're unified with all of existence, With the Merkaba, you're able to learn how to teleport yourself to any place you want, and also bend time and space to your will. Now, to do this, you have to have the lucid living mentality, which is the God perception, which is knowing that you are the all of existence, knowing it, understanding it, accepting it, and most importantly, feeling it as your reality. Once you can feel that as your reality, once you're in that state of mind, and obviously the more aware of it you become, the more powerful you are. So when you want to use the Merkaba, it is best to become as lucid as you possibly can be, as you can possibly get yourself to be before using it, because the more lucid you are, the more aware you are that you are all of existence, the more powerful you'll become at that moment, and the more you'll be able to use the Merkaba to do extraordinary things. Now, being that the Merkaba is a gravity generator, means that you can also levitate and fly with the Merkaba. Now, I have never personally flown, but I have levitated by accident, which means that I wasn't intending on levitating. It just kind of happened when I was doing I was having an out-of-body experience by will through meditation. And as a result of me projecting myself out of my body started levitating. Because this works with the law of correspondence. This is why it's very important to learn the Hermetic principles before you go out and do magic, because it's very important to know the natural laws. As above, so below, as below, so above. Since I projected myself on the mental plane and the spiritual plane, my body also projected itself from gravity, and therefore I levitated. Now, I did not know I was levitating until my head touched the ceiling, and then when I woke up, I fell back on my mattress because I was in shock. I did not know what happened till about 2 minutes after, when reality sunk in, that I was levitating. But we're not going to talk about my levitation experience, even though it was a phenomenal experience. I want to help you get to that kind of experience yourself. Now, if you want to get somewhere fast, teleport through time and space, then what you do is you focus on this God perception that you are all of existence. You feel this godly power, this infinite power within yourself, right, which extends out throughout the universe. And then you focus on the place where you want to be. And you do this in a meditation. And when you do this, you're actually starting to gravitate. Your heart and your mind are now going to pull what you want towards you through time and space. It's going to propel you towards what you want and propel what you want towards you. And this is going to work because now it's corresponding to how you're using your yin and yang energies in perfect balance. If it's not in perfect balance, then you're not going to get the ideal results that you want. So this might take a lot of practice, and the training for this is learning to think with your heart and feel with your mind. Learning to balance out between the heart and the mind. That is the training prior to learning how to use the Merkaba. There is also a sequence of the 18 breaths, which Breathing, by the way, is one of the most powerful ways to raise your vibration. And through breathing, deep abdominal breaths, you can get the Merkaba to your energy field to vibrate faster. In this case, that means that the two internal pyramids that you have, the yin and yang pyramids, are going to start spinning very fast in opposite directions from each other. So there's the 18 breath meditation you do prior to activating your Merkaba. Now once it's activated, it stays activated. So the first time you activate your Merkaba, you can find this on YouTube, the 18 breath meditation. I'm going to post it on the playlist so you can do it yourself. And you can also find a written form of how to do it on Google. We live in the age of information. Today you can find anything at a click of a button. And that will activate your Merkaba. You follow the steps, and then you'll be able to activate it. And once it's activated, you can simply bend time and space, getting to where you want, or getting what you want towards you, by focusing on your infinite energy, this energy of infinite possibilities, your consciousness, and using that infinite energy to focus on what you want. And that's going to bring it to you and bring you to it. Now, to levitate is, as we heard before in the story that I mentioned about myself, about my experience, is through projecting yourself out of your body. It's through having an out-of-body experience. Now, chances are the UFOs that people claim to see at night, I've seen a bunch myself, are either people who learn how to use their Merkaba, or it is the American government flying new technology type of spaceships, disguising themselves as UFOs for some conspiracy. Who knows? Who cares? Doesn't matter. But the real deal UFOs are people or other beings that exist in this universe that know how to use the Merkaba. And you can also shift your... If you've ever seen the movie Lucy, it's kind of like that. You can change your own shape into anything because you are everything. The Merkaba really is a portal. It is a vehicle for levitation, for flying. It is, with the Merkaba, you can change your own shape. You can become anything you want at will. Obviously, the higher level you are mentally, the more you'll be able to manifest things. This is really advanced magic. And this is getting what you want, using natural laws to conform to your will at its most advanced form. So, if you're able to believe that it's possible for yourself, if you believe it's possible for things to morph into anything, and then believe that you can do that yourself, like not just believe, have faith that you can do that, then you'll be able to do that. Because our perception shapes our reality. And we learned that through the split-slit experiment. That the observer looking at the experiment, looking at the particles, shooting through the particle gun, through the two splits, the observer's thoughts change the outcome of the experiment. And when the observer wasn't looking, the particles made a wave pattern. And when the observer was looking, they made what we would think they would do, which they made two lines on the wall behind the two splits. Okay, so our perception shapes our reality. So the more you expand your perception, the more you free yourself from all the belief systems, the BS, and you tune into your imagination, your intuition, your insight, your third eye, in other words, the more you'll be able to manifest whatever you want. Again, this is the most powerful type of magic out there. So if you want to levitate, again, you need to meditate and project yourself out of your body. And what's going to happen is that's going to correspond to your physical body, which is, again, the physical, the spiritual, the mental is all one plane. We only speak of it in three different planes. We only speak of things in different planes and in different ways to make it easier for us to understand. But don't confuse that with reality. Reality, everything is one. It's all one plane. It's all happening at the same place. So it's going to correspond to your physical body, and you're going to levitate. So I hope this has really helped you a lot on your journey. Please leave comments or send me a message if you have any questions, if you need any additional help, and I'll be glad to help you in any way that I can. Thank you very much for listening. Much gratitude as always, and I'll see you next time. Take care.